Actually, believe it or not, what most people actually found annoying about Chinese was actually their voice. Like I said, I love the Chinese voice, their high pitched whine and all that other stuff. The sound, the cute sound that they make, and everything else. Like personally, I love China. I love the Japanese. I love the Chinese and everything about them. Like the first time when they saw my ships, they're like, "Oh, they're so big!" Big old iron and steel steamships and stuff like that. Like China, the Chinese, they loved my steam trains. They loved my steamships. At least I'm pretty sure they did. They loved everything about science and technology. And like I said, I love you. If you're Chinese and you're Japanese or you're Asian, basically that group, I love you. You were one of my favorites. You will always be one of my favorites. And like I said, honestly, people were jealous of you. I played favorites with you. I gave you, you know, you were you were given. Well, you had worked so hard. Like I said, you as a Chinese or Japanese person do not know about the past. You do not know your history, your true history. You do not know how hard your people worked. You do not know how long your people worked. You do not know how many of your people sacrificed for the future and for others. Like I said, you may be one of the younger life form types that's around here. Like I said, the the Germans were older or are older, believe it or not. Many Japanese think that they are one of the oldest races, and well, they kind of are, but not exactly. Depending on how on your idea of old, um, they're one of the younger ones. But like I said, you are one of the fastest and most quick to adapt. I think. Um, like I said, I remember you working like you worked by the thousands and millions, and you people worked and slaved away and would do any task and anything. And like I said, you literally would work 18 hours. Your forefather, your past people would work 18 hours a day, and then be sorry that they could not work for me anymore, or that they were getting old, or that they were tired. Um, like I said, I love you. And honestly, I played favorites with you. I lavished I lavished resources on you, and cared about you. Although technically you earned it, so I don't really know. I mean, you earned what you did, but there were times when people said that you were acting bad or you were acting wrong or that you had betrayed me. And like I said, I refused to believe it. I mean, there was this thing where the men were raping women possibly, and but you quickly did fix that. Your own leaders, your own people, quickly for the honor of the people or respect. You know, you people were always the Chinese, the Japanese were always fast to apologize and to it's like you knew me always. You knew that you were like I said at some great time in the past I might have told you about my existence or you knew about my existence. And honestly, many people feared you because there are so many of you and you were so fast to adapt and fast to learn and fast to change. And you were so good at building, you see. Like I said, I love the Japanese or the Chinese might have been one of my building life form types. Like I said, I had a few. I had exoskeletons, 1.5s, and a few others. And if you're Japanese or Chinese, you might be one of my building life forms or building races. Like you would build buildings and build things. Like I said, I had a few Germans, I had a few other people, and you know we were epic civilization builders. So empire basically or whatever. Like I said, if you look throughout the history and throughout the pictures, you may see white ships, white buildings, and white. And that what that was Lucifer, a white star, basically. There's also red and blue and also black and some other things. Steam powers, aircraft, stuff like that. Um, I was your emperor and leader. Master. Like I said, some people would say to me, Master, and I'd melt. I'd be like, ah, you know. To me, I didn't let it. I mean, to me, it was just like, lavishing love or calling me master would just make me turn to a puddle of goo. I'd just be like, oh, it's so sweet. I mean, it's like